Okay. Testing 1, 2. That should be okay, I think. Where do I start? I don't really know. I'm gonna pretend there is somebody watching. I don't know who, but I hope. I'm gonna be watching this anyways. This is mainly for me. Maybe their future me. actually know what to talk about. This is the first things first. What am I drawing? I am drawing the lovely Elizabeth BloodFlame. Now, I cannot write. Get the idea though. Elizabeth BloodFlame, one of the VTubers from Hololive. Ian from the Generation of Justice, Hololive Justice. She's quite fun, quite the talented singer and voice actress. I'm drawing her because I have already drew the rest of the Justice family. At first, who did I draw? I draw Gigi first, and then I followed by Raura, followed by Cici. Those are in that sequence of order. So by the time I drew Cici, I had in my head, hey, I might as well try and draw Elizabeth. But I bit off more than I could chew, I think, with trying to aim. There's two things I'm trying to experiment with when drawing Elizabeth. I wanted to try drawing character, like full body character, and also focusing on portraits. Specifically, I want to try rendering the eye better in a way. Like in my previous drawings, I don't have a focus on the eyes. Actually, if you look at pay attention to my CC drawing, I didn't even bother to draw the eyes because I didn't want to put contrast there. The contrast was mainly I wanted to be her body in general, like in the environment of the room I put her in, basically. So in this case, yeah, I'm doing. I don't know how long this type of drawing will make. I am trying to paint or illustrate differently than what I'm used to. I usually do a straight on drawing, but then I want to try to experiment. Straight on as in like if like a certain colors like this, like I want to make a ball or something, there's light there. I usually just do that like on the same layer and all that. Yeah, that all like this stuff. Like that's fine. It is fine. I always do that. I do everything in one layer. In this case, I kind of want to try and take advantage of the layers. Like if some of you guys might be familiar with cell shading, everybody does it at some point when doing art digitally, I think, or I think in general, I don't know. So I want to try doing some type of cell shading. I think more control. I don't know. I'm trying to experiment with like how to use layers. You know, I've seen one of my favorite artists on there. He used to do a painting tutorial on how to use layers to its fullest. I think the title of that video is called like how to paint with layers. Very direct. But this was at that. Actually, no. I think it's like something more catching. It's like how to paint anything with layers. You know, painting with layers. It sounds fun, but that's the key word. He paints. I am drawing. I think I like to distinguish that drawing and painting. I kind of entertain when referring to the medium digital art, I sort of always interchange them a lot of times, mainly because I'm like, oh, drawing and painting, they're basically the same thing because we're just using the same brush at the end of the day, you know. Same brush, different properties, but then like yeah, the same brush. You draw People paint with the airbrush. People also sketch with the airbrush all the time in digital painting. So I'll always refer to digital when doing artwork on digital medium. I always refer to as digital painting or digital illustrations. But yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, back to what I was saying. This guy mainly does his artwork through painting, like actually painting, like with blobs of color and not with lines like what I'm doing right now. And yeah, but like I feel like his tutorial will prove helpful for the basics. Not what am I talking about? Like the earlier approach of like finishing a piece, you know, because he went in depth on like how to utilize the layers, what does it do. Very very thoughtful to make that kind of tutorial back in the day. As if it's like, I mean, it's been years, but then like it's not that long ago. I don't think it was during the when was the iPad around? Sorry, the iPad Pro. He was using that to do the tutorial. I think might not actually. I can't really remember what he used. But my point still stands. That tutorial was quite influential to me, in my opinion. Actually, his artwork in general. I followed his tutorial to a T back in the day. I don't know. I was obsessed with the way he paints, and I kind of wanted to be like him. But then, you know, skill gaps. I can't really do that. Don't really know how to do it still. To be fair, I never actually been that serious about drawing or painting, or not. I guess I was pretty serious, but like never committed to it as much. I've always been so passive about it. But okay, sorry about that. Friends was messaging. I had to check in. Yeah. So about my approach and how to finish this drawing, I don't actually know. I might do clean line work. At the same time, I don't want to do that. But I am not ready for straight up painting. I'm not that good at it. Here's my idea on what I want to do. I want to do like this. There's gonna be a base layer, and above the base layer I'm gonna make another layer, and it's gonna be the light, and another the dark. The base stays, right? At some point I'm gonna use like a softer brush. I feel I can just do that right now. Spikes? The spikes? No. Fade. Eh? The ratio? No. There you go. I can blur my brush and make it a soft, very soft. Yeah, like that. And then I can add the necessary transition. Yeah, like that. So that's the plan, but like in different layers. The base, light and dark is gonna be different layers. All that is gonna be underneath the light art that I'm probably gonna do. I'm still sketching in the details of like of what I want to do. I wonder if I can stream this as well on something else. Okay, let's try this. I don't know. It might destroy my internet, honestly. Is it stable? I don't know, actually. It's not showing up. What was that? Okay, I think my internet should be fine, I think. I was talking about something else, wasn't I? Crap, what did I forget? Let's retrace my steps, my thoughts. Artwork, rendering. Oh, right, I'm just sketching in the details. I might do the line work later on. Oh my god, the details on her clothes is quite intense. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like I can simplify this. I can simplify this later on. I have an idea of how I want to cheese this. I might do everything. Like, there's gonna be the main line art to emphasize what's going on, and like this part is gonna be like kind of lost in details, like blurry details. I want to try doing that. I can do a bit of both, right? Line art and like painting. I feel like I'm gonna take something Marco Bucci mentioned in his like tutorials of like how details are lost. I might try doing that. Because the main thing I want to show is, I don't know, because I feel like here, right? The main thing I want to show is this. Sorry, this. So all of this, it will be seen, but I don't think I want to do fully detailed artwork. You know what I mean? I don't think I want to go to that route. I don't think I should. I think I can just simplify the details close up for my sake, because like I'm doing things very intense. Let's try this. She has a thing here. Use around her arm. Oh. Okay, I heard my mom scream. I think she's just watching some things. Right. What else was I gonna do? I need to sprinkle in my other topic that I kind of brought on in the stream title. What is my stream title? I kind of forgot. Something, chilling and yapping. Doing art while venting out something I've been harboring, basically. I have been harboring some pain. Well, it's not exactly painful, more like emotional pain. I am trying my best to do what do you call that? Art commissions, right? But doing art commissions requires me to set up a way for people to pay the art, you know. But I do not have that much options. People around the world would be like, oh, why not use PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, all that stuff that everybody knows about. But in my country, that is not an option. Sadly enough, I don't know. It's been quite disappointing to hear that a lot of options that are readily available around the world, by the way, for years, this is not like a one-off thing, for years, is not available now in in the country I'm living in. Very, very disappointing and very disheartening. It really messes up with my motivation to do art commissions, basically. Because funny enough, for some reason, the people I have garnered that are willing to pay for my artwork are people who are overseas. I'm guessing from the way they talk, they are Americans. I'm just assuming. I don't know if they are. If you know me and you commission for me, and you're not American, my bad. But yeah, most of them are Americans, and yeah, So here's the thing. I did an artwork already, right? Gave it to this person already. Cool. Then the day comes where whatever they bought for me or they paid for, the money could not come for some reason. And I do not know why. You know, I should have explained this way further beyond, but here's the thing. I made a Gumroad page, right? So the way I sold my first commissions were I do a drawing, I upload that drawing on Gumroad under my digital products, and they just pay for it. It's still up there on my page. But then, here's the thing. Gumroad... Oh my god, I have to backtrack a lot of things here. Okay, the reason why I chose Gumroad is because it's one of the few sites out there, like commerce site, that actually listed out my country as one of the things that they support, you know? So I was damn excited about it, you know? I was like, oh my god, it's right there. I've never seen that before, legitimately. It's quite rare to see my country listed out as a thing that they support, you know? And YouTube doesn't even have that option. I'm using it right now, but like there's so many things I don't have access to on YouTube, like YouTube Premium and all that. That's not a thing here. But then, hey, no ads though, huh? But okay, back to the topic. So yeah, I use Gumroad because it's one of the things that actually listed out my country as one of the countries that they support. But then, okay, I did that, right? Here's the thing about Gumroad as well. You don't get paid on Gumroad normally. As you expect. You sell your stuff on Gumroad. Gumroad holds how much you made for like a week. It has to be a week. Not only that, it only goes to you all on a certain period, their payout period, which is almost every Friday, right? The first time I made my sale, Gumroad was like, oh, we can't give you the money because it doesn't meet the threshold of the payout. Gumroad's payout threshold is like $10. So I'm like, okay, I just need to make more money. So I went out there, managed to find another person to commission, to do commissions for, and then I ended up being like, hey, this should be enough. But then I realized that I sold it in the time period where it's in a weird time. So the funds held, the total funds held was not a week, right? It's another thing. So I'm like, okay, maybe next week I'll have enough funds. It's more than $10. I'm gonna wait until next week. Next week came by. I checked my account. It's not there. It's not there. So I'm like, uh-oh, why is it not there? I thought Brunei was eligible for this type of deal. But then I don't really have the full picture of why it's not working. I still don't really know. But then here's the thing. I tried to call the bank, and they had to say, they kept on saying the same thing. It's not helpful when you just repeat your words and not give any other inputs. They just kept on repeating, oh, we're just a receiver, I'm like, okay, what the hell am I supposed to do with this information? We're just a receiver. I do not care at that point. So I was like, they're useless. Let me try contacting Gumroad. I wanted to ask them why my funds were not being transferred. I think I managed to get one person to answer that question, right? They said, oh, apparently there's an error on your bank number. It's like error 7. Bank numbers are usually 14. So I went ahead and re-entered my bank details. But then after I did so, my account was marked as non-compliant, and I missed the other payout period. So I still don't have the money. Mind you, each period is a week, so it's been like, what, at that point, like 2-3 weeks, like gone. 4 weeks actually, I think. Is it 4? Has it been a month? 1, 2. It's like 3 weeks. 2, 3. It's been like 3 weeks. It's been like 3 weeks since I haven't been paid through Gumroad. I'm so mad about that. And why am I so unlucky? I still don't understand. Here's another thing. I keep on saying here's the thing. Ugh, imagine the Fantastic Four, the Thing came out every time I say that. Continuing my story. I tried to contact Gumroad about this. Like, I'm trying to ask why, right? Why is it like happening now? Or like what's happening in general? I do not know. I do not get it. After I re-entered my bank details, it was like it was like non-compliant. I did it again, and I want to confirm like if it's still not compliant or not. And I really want to find out from their end. I don't want to find out like from a failure of inputting my data. But then, you know, with my luck, you can guess, no one responded. Yay. No human responded. An AI responded to that email. Did not help. It's too stupid anyways. God, I hate AI stuff right now. It's not helpful. Yeah. I'm pretty angry about my situation here. It's not fun. It's not ideal. I do not enjoy this. If it's like a prank from I don't know, a billionaire or something, I am not happy. Oh my god, how does this work? Actually, you won't be able to see that much because it goes behind her head. Oh, I need to look at references. Oh, it's embarrassing. Okay. Best reference to look at her 3D model. Right. Yeah, you won't be seeing much of this. It'll just like go behind her. Again, I think I can just simplify this part. I don't plan on drawing it. It's gonna be like height, like this part. Like this part is gonna be like in shadow. So this, because there's gonna be hair. Where's her hair? Yeah, that's not gonna be seen at all. What am I doing? Yeah, okay, sure. Sure. The things I want to render out the most is probably like what's like the main focus of this, right? Main focus on that should be where was I? Main focus. Like I wanna, let me just see if I'm trying to do this correctly. Hello. The first thing one will see is probably this. I want it to be followed by the details here, climbing up, like not here, but like here. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, this type of triangle. That's gonna be where the details at. I'm gonna make loose details. Goes the word and less detail here. So this is like the least detailed. This will be the least detailed, but this will be the most detailed, like here. That could work. Big brain trying to cheese my artwork. Maybe it's a good practice to like learn how to choose what to render out, because I have this habit of trying to render out every single thing, right? It's not good, I don't think. I don't know. Like if you look at paintings in real life, people paint very loosely, right? They only paint suggestions. I think the only time you see massive detail in every single crevice is like the old painting. But I think that's because before, like, styles were not really a thing, right? There is certain styles, yes, but that's because it's not because of styles. It's because that's a byproduct of what they can just do that became a style. Okay, but some people will nowadays will deliberately try to lose details and certain things in the painting as their style. It's a deliberate choice. They want to make things focus. They want you to make. They want to make a focus point specifically by rendering out the most at certain places, so you focus there, and everything else is just a suggestion. You would know what it is, but it's not actually there. You know, I feel like that's a thing with most concept arts. It's like you see scales on like a monster or something like that, but they're not scales. So you just see a silhouette of a scale, and your mind just fill up everything else, like the silhouette of a scale, and it's like you're like, oh, so every part of this is scaly, until it's like until the point where like scales are not a thing. Okay. All right, where is her sword? I'll use bright purple. Why not? Start with the handle. The handle ends with a red piece. This with like and that. Right, what was that bad? I was talking about my country's situation with money. It does not have that much options. I can't use PayPal. That's not a thing. And the only real options is like through my bank account directly, right? But who, like, around the world, nobody really like pay things directly with their bank details. They always use something else, you know, like a third party wallet or something, like PayPal. PayPal's very, very. I like the idea of using PayPal to be like, hey, it will cost this much, and this is what you need to do. But then like I just don't have that ability. It's very disappointing. Brunei has its perks, you know. It's very peaceful, very calming, very balanced. I'd say not. I won't say balanced, but like you don't have that much trouble around here. But then that's another thing. It's too non-reactive. I would say proactive, but they're not even proactive, you know? Brunei is not a very active country. It's very stagnant. Yeah, that's why it's very slow in things. Very stagnant. That's the right word, I think. Very stagnant. Not much changes going through. Not much leaps. It was always safe. Play it safe. But with playing it safe, there's nothing innovative like coming through. Like as much as I see the news about like, oh, innovation in Brunei, I don't think it's that innovative. That's my hot take. Not really a hot take. I think that's real. It's not innovative at all. It's very, very, very stagnant. It's like plain. I'm just complaining at this point of like how slow Brunei is. Like the most news of activities in Brunei for the locals is like, oh, there's a new mall. But all the contents of that mall is gonna be the same as the rest of the malls, you know? It's not that fun. I don't know. I feel like I'm just asking for trouble if I want Brunei to be more active. But here's my take. Another take. Well, where was I? Innovations, right? They boast about having innovative ideas, innovative projects, but like the most simplest of things are not even readily available here, you know. Not quite sure how to feel about that. My voice does not do justice of how frustrating I feel about this country. As beautiful as it is, as grateful as I am to be born in a peaceful country during a peaceful time, it's very, I don't know. I feel like it's a shell of what it could be. And it's not what it should be by now, you know. I feel like for how rich Brunei is, some things could have been done better. I don't know, I'm asking too much. I feel like the basic facilities here is already struggling to meet its due. Is not nothing, no moving parts, no actual progress. It's more like if I say baby steps, is that insulting? Probably is, but then like, it feels like that. There was the one thing that most people do nowadays online. It's like buying things or selling things. I don't know. That is also very outsourced. A lot of the things we do here is not from us, not by us. But even if it is by us, it's not that good. I'm giving it too much. How do I say this? I'm expecting too much for something that's not done yet. You know. What am I rambling about this time? I'm not really sure at this point. Just trying to venting out my disappointments. Like, I want to do artwork. I want to sell things online. I want to do art commissions online. But most of the time, those options that most people recommend are not available because Brunei, it's so it it doesn't invite investors, you know. That's why there's nothing happening here. No investors. I remember some lawyers who deals with the Brunei's contract with the world, basically the economic world of Brunei. They mentioned that they wanna invite investors. They wanna invite like people who deals with PayPal and all that. But they themselves do not see Brunei as a priority. You know? So they kept on they see Brunei as not worth the investments. That's why nothing's happening. They don't see Brunei as a worthy place to to be in bed with, you know, in terms of business. I really wish that was not the case. I really do. It'll be, I think it'll be a little easier in terms of like how to make a living, or not even a living. We just want to make something online, you know, just a little tiny bit easier. I don't know. I'm not trying to put down this country, but I am just stating what's happening with this country. It is stagnant, and there's not real innovation going through. And that's like, in my opinion, meaningful. I'm comparing the type of innovations happening worldwide. If it's just Brunei, thumbs up. It's good. 10 out of 10. Good job. But man, I feel like there's more things that could have been done. But I think this country as a whole, I don't know, it's even struggling to do things that are like basic. I think like the banking apps in this country. Oh, I don't know. I love the idea of you just having an app with Where the Bank, but my goodness, does it suck to use. Like it does its thing. It does its job. It's pretty okay. But you know, like the snappiness of an app itself, like open a YouTube, right? I'm gonna just base this on like a pre-existing, well-known application that most people have on their phone. YouTube. When you open it, when you search up things, and then when you go back, can you still access the things that you didn't look up? Right? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't refresh every single thing. You have to start from zero to like go back to a usable state. It's always like, I don't know, it's not, most things are not as snappy. And it's like this country's struggling with making snappy apps. Not even complicated ones. I think very simple ones, in my opinion. Like making a website. Oh my goodness, the websites here are clunky. Like I feel like the government websites, I don't know. I've been dying to find the opportunity to maybe work on it myself, because like okay, so here's the thing. There are certain standards or protocols one needs to follow when making a website, and it's like based on usability, right? Usability, availability, and accessibility. Usability I'm referring to is like the UI, like how clear is it, like can people with dyslexia can read it? Can people with color blindness read it? Right? That's like that approachability type of thing I'm talking about. But then another thing is like accessibility. Can people who like are blind utilize a website? I know it sounds crazy, but then like as a thing, as a standard you have to follow through to cater for everybody to use, right? Because you want everybody with for an equal opportunity to utilize this tool by the government, their website, to find jobs and stuff. But if it doesn't comply to that standard, it breaks the standard. It's just not a good website. Oh, another thing about like the UI that I mentioned, the UI is very it breaks standard, or it breaks protocol again. It's not very helpful because like here's what I noticed: they always make the website based on desktop only, right? A lot of the government websites are desktop, made for desktop users only. When you try to open on your phone, it doesn't conform to your device. A lot of the times it should be, the standard is like you make the website for for mobile and then for desktop first, like that. That's the sequence of like how you make a website: mobile first and then desktop, mobile first and then desktop. But that's not the only thing, right? You have to make it in a way that it conforms to any aspect ratio when you put on it. It shouldn't just be like, oh, two things, one thing for one thing only. It should make it scalable. That's the word. It needs to be scalable. Most of the websites here aren't. They're not. It's very, very frustrating. I don't like it. Did I mess up the drawing? Oh my god, I did. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I can always redo things. It's like halfway here. I was rambling on about something again. Was it? Yes, the websites in this country kind of not good because it doesn't follow the standards or protocols that should be followed by. Yeah, that's another thing I noticed. It is not made for scalability for different devices. It's made for like desktop, and that's probably it. They kind of stopped there. And even if they did made it for mobile, I have a strong feeling it's made for one type of mobile device. You know, I feel like it's just made for iPhones. It's gotta be. I don't know. It didn't feel right using it on my phone a lot of times when they do change the UI to conform mobile devices, but ugh. I don't know. A lot of work needs to be done with that situation. And I would honestly, I'd work with anybody who ever works in that government area to improve on a website, because I think it desperately needs it. It needs modernization. Oh my god! Speaking of modernization, okay, another tangent. So the government puts out a website for people to apply for jobs, government jobs, right? But the list that they provide, or like the things that it's required, or like what they expect you to do in this work field, is like that is also outdated. Now I can tell. At some point I tried to um apply for an editor for like for a photo thing for the news. I think one of the things that they ask for, like skills or like things that they expect you to learn on the job or before, is like how to handle film. This is 2025. Unless you're a hipster or like very into photography, nobody uses film. Like, come on. Like, how was that listed in? Do not get it. Do not understand the point. Honestly, I wouldn't mind actually. I kind of want to get into film photography. I'm actually looking for a film camera right now, browsing through the internet, trying to find a deal. I haven't found it yet, but I'm getting there, I think. Yeah, I'll make it symmetrical another time. I'm just placing down. I'm just jotting down what to do. And this. Oh my god, this thing. I already screwed up big time. This thing should be equal to here. Okay, I can do it. I always do things. It's quite further away. It's like here. Okay. It's like here. So it's like gonna be here. It's gonna be here. Maybe there should be more here. So it's gonna be like this. This thing has a I haven't spoken for this long, for this much in a long time, so I'm quite parched. Am I done rambling about this country? Probably not, but that's the gist of it. Oh my god, I see that. Oh, okay. It should be like here. It needs to be like this type of thing. You know, it's like yes. I see division. Whoever designed this sword, you are a complicated person. Oh my god. But I do, it gives me an excuse to drawing complicated geometry and stuff like that. This is quite nice. I'm not gonna lie, it is quite nice. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful design. There's like a heart, there's like a piece, a hole here. This. It should be wider actually. Should be closer here to the edge. Something like that. Oh my god, this is complicated. I feel like it is time for me to just line this up. Layers do I have? God damn, that's a lot. It's quite a lot. I can't spell, holy shit. Where was I? I don't know, doesn't matter. Okie dokie, time to figure out how to what if it should be alright, right? Yeah. Okay. Too much texture. Do I want texture? Will that work? Nah, I want to do patterns. Patterns. Yeah. Okay. It's been almost like an hour. Don't really like any of this. I might redo this in another time. Okay. feel like that's enough streaming for today. I can continue this at another time.